Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Injustice Gods Among Us video. And in this video we do the complete bonus battle 7, and I've done this fight and there are quite a few battles within it. Challenges are radiation and half a hero for the first fight, defeat enemies while slowly losing health. Main thing to notice is that animated Harley Quinn gives the entire team 20% damage and power generation, however the Joker received 40% of that benefit. And Bronze Harley Quinn will give 25% more damage to all Joker cards. So this Joker will do an insane amount of damage. And the way that you deal with this fight is you have to deal a lot of damage to animated Harley Quinn early. You do not want her coming in and getting off a level 2 move while the Joker is low on life. And that Hammer Slam is actually partially attacked as far away. So we managed to dodge the bullet there. And we're going to get off a Omega Blast. And this will soften up Harley Quinn if she's down to half-life. Well, the Joker comes in next, and as soon as either Doomsday or Scorpion get to 2 bars, we have to get him out early because he's almost down. We're going to get off a level 2 move and try to get rid of the Joker. So we're going to have to take a bang for about 20,000. And Harley Quinn comes back in. Should be able to get rid of her. No, we don't. And a bag of tricks for a damage boost. That's going to hurt with the Joker. He does come back in, so we're going to have to get off an Earthshake. And we do knock out the Joker, as it does over 50,000 damage. So the health bonus is useless. And we're going to win this fight. With a little bit of luck involved. But we're going to get off a flip kick, and Harley Quinn is eliminated for the victory in the first fight. Now, if you're using a farm team, the first fight is actually more difficult than the next couple of fights. 26,036 XP, 2,250 credits. You'll still get more credits for doing bonus battle 6. However, for XP, nothing compares. In the second matchup, we have Countdown and Disabled Super and Super 2. Luckily, all the cards do have decent level 1 moves. Going up against Containment Doomsday, Regime Solomon Grundy, and Prison Superman, all of which are level 50 Elite 7. Now the main thing here with this fight is you want to build up your bar while Containment Doomsday does not have any rebirths yet. So you want to work on that a little bit first. And use the same rule with Darkseid. Try to have him get off his ultimate liftoff when he's out of range, and then it'll do nothing. Level 2 move will do some decent damage, however. Countless deaths. So again, you want to use it while he's low. And now that somebody else is in, Prison Superman is the one we want to unload on with special. So a Flying Punch block for 6634, and we're going to get Scorpion in to do a flip kick. And that does connect. He's almost at his health gauge. So now we have Solomon Grundy in, and this is where we're going to build up our bar again. Grave Rot is blocked, so we're going to get Doomsday in. Take away the poison damage. Now we're going to leave Doomsday in for a little bit as we want to benefit from the 50% life that he can get. Flying Punch blocked for 7,044. So we're either going to knock out Prison Superman or Solomon Grundy with Doomsday. That way we can give him 50% more life. And we're going to beat on Prison Superman, whose health did tick off. Flying Punch is blocked for 10,000. And Doomsday comes back in. However, he's almost at 2 bars. Ultimate Liftoff for 7863. And another one. So we're going to get Darkseid in. And an Omega Blast. And he's almost at his first bar, so we're going to just beat him down to get there. And there's the first Evolutionary Rebirth. So we get off another Omega Blast. And he's almost at his second. So Prison Superman comes in. Now we're going to get Doomsday back in. Hopefully Prison Superman stays in. Right about a minute. We're still good on time. Flying Punch is blocked. And we're not going to get the ultimate liftoff off as he gets out. So we're going to get Scorpion in. Countless deaths will take out Doomsday. So, Evolutionary Rebirth, he's at his second life. That is blocked. And another one. puts him at his third life as he doesn't use his special. So he continues to burn. And a countless death on Scorpion, who does have quite a bit of life. And a grave rot on Darkseid. We don't want to lose Darkseid. So we're going to get off a Omega Blast on Solomon Grundy. And we take out Doomsday as well. Flying Punch does not take out Darkseid. And we get off another Omega Blast. And Prison Superman is eliminated with 5 seconds left. 26,082 XP, 2,280 credits. Keep in mind these cards are only Elite 5, not Elite 7. In the third matchup, we have Challenge, Dampening Field, and Chaos. We have no control over who you tag. Going up against Lobo, Mortal Kombat, Scorpion, and Catwoman. And the main thing about this fight is you have to try to get rid of Mortal Kombat Scorpion as easily as possible. So hopefully you get off a level 2 move with Doomsday or a super move with Scorpion to get rid of him. Until then, you just gotta work on Lobo a little bit. If you have a chance to get a super move off, definitely take it. Don't use it on Catwoman. The Lobo's at 2 bars. And either he'll be stuck in a heavy attack. There's the game over. Hits for about 28,000. Catwoman comes in. We need to get Darkseid out. So Doomsday does come in. And we've not seen Scorpion yet. The biggest danger is his Hellfire level 2 move. That could probably get rid of somebody easily. Cat Claws is blocked. And there's Scorpion. Well, Darkseid comes in. It is weaker. And there's the Hellfire, which will get rid of... Actually, no, it doesn't, but the cut-up does. So we're going to get off a Earthshake on Scorpion and hope to get rid of him. Yes, we do. The Catwoman comes in. Now we have Mortal Kombat Scorpion. We're actually going to save our the Nether Realm for Lobo, if we don't want to use it on him. We're still in decent position to win this fight, as Doomsday is a difficult card to get rid of when there is no limit on what you can do with super moves. We're going to keep wearing down Catwoman. Lobo comes in with a game over. And that will do a lot of damage. So we're going to get off another realm on Lobo. And we'll see if this is enough to get rid of him, or if Doomsday will have to finish him off. That is enough to get rid of him, so Doomsday will be able to make short work of Catwoman. And even if not, Scorpion can get rid of her. So we're going to go off an Earthshake and even block. Catwoman will not be able to survive it, or the victory in the third fight. 26,128 XP, 2,310 credits. And in the fourth, going forward, we're going to use the Red Sun team, so we're going to have to spend a little bit of energy. We're going to do Solomon Grundy. We're going to use Superman, and we're going to use Wonder Woman. And the challenge is Countdown and Chaos. Time limit, no control over when to tag. And dealing with this fight, you do need to have a decent amount of power generation, as there are 2 characters that can power drain. Going up against Crypto Lex Luthor, Arkham Harley Quinn, and Insurgency Lex Luthor with an additional 80% health. And this is why you need some power generation, because you need to get super moves off on Insurgency Lex Luthor and Arkham Harley Quinn, and you still need to be able to generate power. Luckily, we do have 3 minutes to complete this fight, and while the Lex Luthors will chain power drain, you want to make sure it's on one character when possible. So we're going to block with Red Sun Wonder Woman. And Superman's almost at 2 bars. Solomon Grundy is at 1 bar. So if Superman does get up to 3 bars, he can get rid of somebody. And we're going to block with Solomon Grundy. So Harley Quinn is in. And now Red Sun Wonder Woman, who has about 2 bars almost. Our Pop is blocked for 8,073. And we're going to go off to Kryptonian Smash, and Arkham Harley Quinn is eliminated, leaving both of the power drainers. However, you do want to get rid of Harley Quinn, as she does have a very strong level 2 passive if you don't get the bomb, and even still, that is unblockable. Now we're at 2 bars with the other Red Sun characters, and the power drain by Lex Luthor will set us in great position. So we're going to go off the Justice Javelin, and Insurgency Lex Luthor is eliminated, leaving Crypto Lex Luthor by himself without any power generation while tagged out. So world domination, and that does do a decent amount of damage. Keep in mind, Solomon Grundy is at 3 bars. And we're going to get off a shield toss in case Solomon Grundy gets power drained. There's the Lance Blast early. So we're going to go off the Gravedigger, and Lex Luthor should be eliminated for the victory in the 4th fight, as his special does about 66,000. That is enough to get rid of him. 65,016 damage. 26,174 XP. 2,340 credits. In the 5th matchup, we have Countdown and Half a Hero, which means specials and super damage is reduced. Going up against Doomsday, Zod, and Solomon Grundy. You have to make sure you get rid of Doomsday as quickly as possible. However, Zod can also be a threat if he does manage to knock somebody out. So you do have to watch out for level 2 moves. However, if you can quickly get Doomsday down, you're not going to have to worry about it. There's the ultimate liftoff for 11,735. Solomon Grundy is the easiest of the 3 to get rid of. So we're going to go off a Man of Steel early and try to get rid of Doomsday. And he does block it, so he will be able to survive. But that'll prompt in Zod or Solomon Grundy. There he is. So we're going to get in Red Sun Wonder Woman to try to get rid of Zod before he tags out. Kryptonian Rifle for 6552. Now we're just going to soften up Zod a little bit for the Justice Javelin. And we're going to hope that's enough to get rid of him. And if we do, this fight will be significantly easier. $36,000. I forgot that super moves are reduced. So a Kryptonian Rifle block for 94.35. We're going to get off a Dead Blood and try to get rid of Zod anyways. And I don't know if that's enough damage. The second hit hits more. No, it is not. Solomon Grundy with a Cleaver Spin, and we're going to get Superman back in. Now keep in mind the level 2s don't seem to be as nerfed as the level 3s when you're dealing with Half a Hero. So we're going to get off Cleaver Spin, which is blocked, and we're just going to soften up Solomon Grundy, as we're still really good on time. And we have 2 super moves available. Doomsday with the Earthshake for about 37,000 damage. We're going to get off the Kryptonian Smash and get rid of Doomsday. This will pretty much seal a victory for our fight. Ground Blast does not take out Superman, and we do knock out Zod. Well, Swamp Hands blocked for 55.62, which is still a really bad level 2 move. Got a minute and 21 to deal with Solomon Grundy. And we get off the front of the grave, so we're going to have the Justice Javelin, and it should be enough to get rid of Solomon Grundy. $36,571 damage for the victory in the 5th fight. 26,220 XP, 2,370 credits. In the 6th matchup, we have Dampening Field, Disabled Super, and Super 2. Going up against Regime Green Lantern, 600 Wonder Woman, and Animated Harley Quinn. 600 Wonder Woman does have, I believe, 70% power generation, maybe 75%. The other cards have 45%. So it's imperative that you leave in Green Lantern as long as you can, as you're going to need that damage with other cards. And he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. We're just going to take some hits, build up our bar a little bit before we start doing damage to Green Lantern. We'll get up all of our guys to 2 bars. We're going to get Wonder Woman in. And we're going to get Solomon Grundy in. And the Lead Rain doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so we're going to take the hit. However, Shield Toss does hit for 32,000 and another one. And we start off this fight really bad, so we're going to get Solomon Grundy out in favor of Wonder Woman. And now is when we're going to have to do our most damage, as 600 Wonder Woman is the most dangerous card. However, Animated Harley Quinn does do quite a bit as well. So we get off a bunch of Shield Tosses on 600 Wonder Woman, and a Shield Toss for 15,000. And a Bag of Tricks, which is a health gain. and that will help out 600 Wonder Woman quite a bit. So now we're going to start off on Animated Harley Quinn.
We're overmatched.
And Animated Harley Quinn doesn't have one bar, so unless she tags out, Solomon Grundy can do quite a bit of damage. So we're going to go off a Cleaver Spin. Almost takes out Harley Quinn. And a Hammer Slam might do Solomon Grundy in. No, it does not. Now we're going to get off a Cleaver Spin on Green Lantern. And another Lead Rain, which she should be able to survive, barely. And we're going to go off another Cleaver Spin. And finally, we are going to get off some regular attacks, and Green Lantern doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but we're at 3 bars. So we're going to off a Flying Punch on 600 Wonder Woman. And a Shield Toss blocked. And another Flying Punch. This should get rid of her. Animated Harley Quinn comes in. Hammer Slam will not do a whole lot of damage. And we're going to punch out Harley Quinn. And a Turbine Smash blocked for 37.68. So after Solomon Grundy was the punching bag, Red Sun Superman did get all 3 knockouts for the victory in the 6th fight. 26,266 XP, 2,400 credits. In the 7th matchup, we have Radiation and Chaos going up against Zod, Bane, and Boss Solomon Grundy, who makes a second return. No control over who to tag, so we're going to use 3 energy and recharge. The easiest one to deal with is Bane and Boss Solomon Grundy, if you can get super moves off on him, as he does not have a whole lot of damage. However, you don't want to keep him around when he's low on health, as his damage multiplies. So if you have Boss Grundy in, you want to make sure that you soften him up a little bit and then try to get rid of him with a super move. However, I think Red Sun Superman can one-shot him, so we're actually going to try that if we get the chance. Another rifle block for 95.47. And there is Boss Grundy, so we're going to try to soften him up. And he actually does have a sweet-looking graphic. And we're going to get off the Kryptonian Smash and try to get rid of Boss Grundy early. And his super move does over 80,000 damage. Does not get rid of him, however he tags out. Rage Slam blocked for 74.53. And another Rage Slam. So we're going to get off of Justice Javelin and try to get rid of Bane. Her super move does about 71,000. Bane is knocked out. Kryptonian Rifle as Zod still has quite a bit of health left. Kryptonian Rifle again blocked for 69.7. So we're going to get off the Gravedigger, and Zod should be eliminated, leaving Boss Grundy with almost no life by himself. And a Cleaver Spin for 43.24. Very manageable, as Boss Grundy is knocked out for the victory in the 7th fight. I'm still wondering if that 10 times damage is for your next hit. 26,312 XP, 2,430 credits. In the 8th matchup, we have Radiation and Dead Zone, slowly losing health and no passive. So we're going to take Red Sun Solomon Grundy out in favor of Darkseid. Going up against 600 Wonder Woman, Batman, and Animated Harley Quinn. Keep in mind that 600 Wonder Woman will be able to do a ton of damage early. So your focus is to get rid of her from the fight as quickly as possible. So we're going to use Red Sun Superman against 600 Wonder Woman, trying to do some damage and build up bars. Now keep in mind, 600 Wonder Woman does do a lot of damage. And the only way to counter that is to hope to tag out while she does a shield, and that's very difficult to do. Toss block to 12,777. And Animated Harley Quinn hits her level 1 move. We're going to get Darkseid in. No passives does make this fight incredibly difficult. And another Hammer Slam far away. That seems to be the best way to counter that. Knock her away so her Hammer Slam barely hits. Now we're at 2 bars with somebody. We're going to take the Agus Wrath from Darkseid. And we're going to get off the Kryptonian Smash and get rid of 600 Wonder Woman, as Superman does have about half of his life left. Animated Harley Quinn comes back in. We're going to get off the Justice Javelin and get rid of her, so we have all of our characters to deal with Batman. And we're probably going to lose at least one of them. There is the way of the Bat. Survives the first shot. And the final shot does not knock Darkseid out. So we're going to go off a Fire's Apocalypse, which unfortunately from the ground does nothing. And we have about 2/3 of our bar, 1/3 of our bar left, so we're going to have to hope to survive. Explosive Batarang blocked for about 5,000. If we can get up to our Man of Steel, we do have a decent chance of beating this, if we don't take too much damage. There's the Explosive Batarang. So we're going to go off a Man of Steel, off the combo, and that's very good. But we barely beat this fight, as it's the most difficult fight I've had to deal with within Bonus Battle 7. 26,358 XP, 2,460 credits. Now, it might have been a little bit easier if Darkseid was Elite 7, however, I haven't got the credits for it yet. In the 9th matchup, we have Dampening Field and Dead Zone. Slower power gain, no passives, against the entire Red Sun team with passives. And this is pretty much like the same fight. Our 45% power generation, 45% life, 75% basic damage. So a little less power generation to deal with. You're still going to have to watch out for flying punches. And the same strategy applies. You just have to beat somebody down and rotate your guys, not to take a whole lot of damage. And pray for no level 2 moves. Flying punch blocked for 12,870. And another flying punch. The Darkseid comes in. He's the only one with a bad level 2 move. Flying punch for 9266. Well, Superman is at 2 bars. Watch for the Man of Steel. Flying punch again blocked. Well, all the characters are at 2 bars. Another flying punch. And a cleaver spin blocked for 8611, so we do get lucky there. We're going to keep Superman in for a minute. And we're going to get off a Kryptonian Smash, and this probably will not be enough to get rid of Red Sun, Solomon, and Grundy, but it will soften them up considerably. Barely survives. Shield toss blocked. And another shield toss. So we're going to go off the Justice Javelin on Red Sun Wonder Woman. And we're going to see what comes up next. Does take her down considerably. So we're going to go off the I Am Many Things, and it looks like Superman tagged in. This could be a lucky break. Almost takes out Superman, so Red Sun Wonder Woman has the most health. Shield toss blocked for 8150, and another one should be coming. We do have to keep Darkseid, as his level 1 can take out multiple opponents. And we get off the shield toss off the combo. Red Sun Wonder Woman does not go down, however Punch does. Man of Steel does take out Wonder Woman and Darkseid. So we get off the flying punch on Solomon Grundy, and we do knock him out for the close victory in the 9th fight, one-shotting the Red Sun team. 26,404 XP, 2,490 credits. In the 10th matchup, we have Dampening Field and Radiation, going up against Arkham Origins Batman, Batgirl, and the Killing Joke Joker. Since passives are once again allowed, we're going to put Red Sun, Solomon Grundy back in, as we do need that extra 15% power generation and life. So to start off, Arkham Origins Batman is probably going to go heavy offensive.
Begin.
There's the Winged Avenger for about 40,000, but not as strong as Arkham Origins Batman in Battle 49, since we have passes. Superman is at 1 bar, Explosive Batarang. And we're going to get Wonder Woman in as Superman is down early. We got the Killing Joke Joker in. That's not a bad card to get rid of. Bang is blocked for 7336. And another bang, 12,000. Keep in mind, Superman's almost at 3 bars. We're going to get Solomon Grundy for a moment. There's the Art of Deception, blocked for about 10,000. 8,000. We're actually going to get Superman in and try to get rid of Batgirl. We do get rid of her, so Joker comes in with about half-life. Keep in mind, Arkham Origins Batman is already at 2 bars, so we're going to get off the Justice Javelin and get rid of the Joker, as the passive will do nothing. So now we just have Arkham Origins Batman to deal with. And another Winged Avenger fails to take out Red Sun Wonder Woman. So we're going to get off the Gravedigger, and Arkham Origins Batman is eliminated for a much easier 10th fight after 2 difficult fights. $65,016 damage for the victory in the 10th fight. 26,450 XP, 2,520 credits. In the 11th matchup, we have Dampening Field and Chaos going up against Regime Solomon Grundy, Darkseid, and New 52 Flash. It looks like we're going to have to deal with the Red Sun team for the final fight. And we're going to have to recharge the first 2 Red Sun cards.
Begin.
Keep in mind, Solomon Grundy is still a really bad card. And a quick tag there. Dampening Field shouldn't matter a whole lot, as you're going to do a lot of damage to the bronze cards first. And the Flash comes in. And Superman comes in. Lightning Kick is blocked for about 7,000, as only 2 shots connect. Solomon Grundy is in. And another Lightning Kick for about 8,000. And an Omega Blast does connect for a decent amount of damage on Superman. Now we have most of our guys almost ready for a super move, and we're going to go off the Justice Javelin. No, we're not, and we get knocked down. And an Omega Blast on Superman, and we're going to go off the Kryptonian Smash on Darkseid. Still a little bit of life left, and that's Lightning Kick. So we're going to go off the Justice Javelin, and the Minion-empowered Flash is eliminated. Darkseid comes back in, who doesn't have a whole lot of life left. And we're going to get off of Dead's Blood, which will take out Darkseid and probably put Solomon Grundy near his board on a Monday. A lot of life for Solomon Grundy. Grave Rot blocked for about 11,000. Poison does hit pretty hard, tags out quickly. Shield Toss will put Solomon Grundy near his board on a Monday. There it is. But we're going to go off a Flying Punch. And Solomon Grundy is knocked out for the easy victory in the 11th fight compared to the 8th and 9th. 26,496 XP, 2,550 credits. And in the final matchup, we have Dampening Field and Radiation, this time having passives against the Red Sun team. So we're going to have a mirror match of sorts. We're going to spend energy on Solomon Grundy.
Begin.
So depending on how strong this Dampening Field is, will depend on the success of this fight. However, we can tag out. Flying Punch blocked for 13,388. We're going to get Solomon Grundy in. So spreading the damage out will allow us to get up to our super moves a lot easier. And Superman is at 3 bars. Flying Punch blocked for 11,794. Wonder Woman's at 1.5 bars. Red Sun Wonder Woman is in with 2 bars. Shield Toss blocked for 13,057. Superman's at 2 bars. Now Wonder Woman's at 2 bars. Solomon Grundy's still not there. Shield toss for 13,268. And another connects for 16,000. So we're going to get off the Justice Javelin on Red Sun Wonder Woman. We'll see if that's enough to get rid of her, or if she'll be at critical life. $81,000 is enough to get rid of her, and that's critical. We're going to keep in Red Sun Superman until the special use. There's the Dead Blood. Hits for about 20,000. And we're going to go off the Justice Javelin, and this should put Solomon Grundy at critical life, or get rid of him. That is enough to get rid of him, so the Man of Steel will get rid of Wonder Woman. And we're going to get off the Gravedigger, and Red Sun Superman should be eliminated, making for an easy final fight. $65,016 damage for the victory in the 12th fight. 26,542 XP, 79,300 credits. And we did get a Crypto Lex Luthor, which we did not get to see. So for completing Bonus Battle 7, our reward is a Crypto Lex Luthor. And as you can see, all the battles are now completed. So we're going to go into our collection. And I did buy a Crypto Lex Luthor, so we can see what his stats are at Elite 1.
Lex Luthor.
If I were to promote him at level 34, his damage would go from 4,520 to 6,780, health from 9,747 to 14,620, and if you like this video of completing Bonus Battle 7 with only a little bit of trouble on Battle 8, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, add it as a favorite, check out my other Injustice Gods Among Us videos, my playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, and have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!